Now, there is nothing I hate more than scammers. The true rats of society. Just the pieces of shit that deserve absolutely nothing. But sometimes they get lucky and they strike a bit of gold. Anyway, today I came across a Facebook scammer. I didn't fall for the scam, obviously. I don't think anyone is falling for this scam. But the person is just so hilarious. Now, I will be honest, I did start off thinking, okay, maybe I can actually get a good deal here, you know, because I was planning on buying these Nintendo Switch games to resell. So that's basically all the context you need. They're pictures of Nintendo Switch games. They had a shit ton of them. Well, supposedly had a shit ton of them, and I messaged about it, and I'm just gonna go through the messages because they are just so funny. So I opened up with a very polite, are all of the 36 games still available? If so, could you do 300 for all of them? And the person replies saying, I would, yeah. Instantly, you can see the slang in the message from them. It already had raised a bit of suspicion there, but I thought, okay, whatever. And then from there, I just said, okay, thank you. I'm going to give it some thought and we'll be back to you soon. And they replied saying, let me know ASAP, is waiting for someone to reply in regards to posting. So I thought, I don't really know what they're on about there with posting. If they've already sold it, then, you know, whatever. But yeah, I just, I was very polite to them, carried on. From there, I just said, okay, we'll do, just confirm, do you still have all of the games shown in the listing? And they said, yes, I do. All the ones in the photo are Photo Panther, or partner, sorry. I don't know what that game is. I actually searched it up at the time. There's no game called Photo Partner. So there's already slips in this guy's lie. From there, I just replied saying, okay, so it's 36 games in total. They said, correct, 37, I'm pretty sure. I said, okay, brilliant. I'll let you know by 2 p.m. if I'm happy to purchase everything, with a smiley face. They put a thumbs up. So far, all seems well. No issues really. Just normal Facebook marketplace conversation. From there, I just said, I've just gone through the listing and I've counted all of the games. I just want to make sure that you have all of them. And then I literally sent them a list of all of the games, because at this point, I still kind of had the feeling that this person might be legit. Then they said, I have all of them apart from Animal Crossing. That was posted this morning for someone. I said, okay, no worries, that's fine. As long as you have all of the other ones. They said, I do, yes. Brilliant, I'll let you know by 2. Thanks for being so helpful. Once again, I'm being polite. I'm not too fast about the Animal Crossing. I don't think it's worth anything anyway. I could have resold it for a little bit more cash, but either way, I was going to be profiting from this one big time. And then from there, I just said, okay, I'm happy to purchase all of the 4-year games for 300. Where are you based on? What time are you free for me to collect? From here, they said, I'm only available Thursdays for collection and waiting for someone to reply in regards to posting, so can't guarantee it will be available. What they said here, Thursday only collection, that's fine, that's fair enough. But them saying that they can't guarantee it'll be available is a little bit strange, because considering they had so many games, it's shocking that there was another person in the same kind of region who wants to buy that many Nintendo Switch games at once. Unless you're a reseller, I don't see that really happening. Anyway, yeah, I said what won't be available Thursday is fine, by the way. They said, I don't know why they got so confused by that. And they said, the games may not, as I'm waiting for someone to reply who's asked me to post them. I just said, is that all the games or just some? They said all. And then I just said, I see, what have they offered for all of them? And then they replied saying, he just sent me a message saying he gets paid on Tuesday, so we'll be paying then. Sorry, pal, unless you pay now, they'll be sold. From this point, I had a feeling that the guy was kind of trying to a little bit scam. I could smell it a little bit. I could smell the fish in the lake, because saying that there is another person that wants to buy them is already suspicious enough. I could see here he's trying to create this scarcity. He's trying to scare me, and I thought, okay, well, I'm happy to pay now for them. I can collect this evening. Now with Facebook, I just want to make this clear. With Facebook Marketplace, you can send someone an offer and then you can pay for the items through Facebook. That way, secure payment. There's no issues there. If something goes wrong, Facebook will refund you, and so on. It's all sorted, right? And they said, what time this evening, pal? As long as before 10 p.m. Can you pay with PayPal Friends? The word PayPal is more than enough to send me in the opposite direction. From there, I instantly knew this was kind of a scam, but I thought maybe I can, convince him to go with cash. So I said, I can come before 10 p.m. Yes, is it okay if I pay with cash? And they didn't really reply to that, to be honest. I said, are you actually gonna come? I've had 3 people this week, mate, sit about for hours and never show and come up with some shit excuse. Can you pay now and collect like you said? I'm not being funny here, but why are you waiting around for hours for someone to come and collect some Nintendo Switch games? That's such a weird thing to do. most people are home at night, right? So why are you... Anyway, this was weird, this message. And then they just kind of moved on saying, don't really want to sit about for hours and not have you arrive. Fair enough, I guess. I said, I would much prefer to check the games and make sure they're all in good condition before paying. I can assure that I will be turning up. And they said, that's exactly what they all said, mate. Who? Like, why are you referring to other people? It's a completely different transaction. I understand that you're trying to create scarcity, so I instantly pay you on PayPal. But yeah, I just said, why would I go out on my way to message you and find out so much about the games just to not turn up? I'm just going to read through the guy's message here because I don't really have anything to comment on. Why do you suggest it if you're not going to follow through? I'm more than happy to do at least half. Why do the others do that? You haven't found that much about all the games, mate. All the other people messaged me non-stop until the day they were supposed to leave. If you're not happy with that, why suggest it in the first place? Suggest what? I have no clue what he's actually talking about here. Like, okay, I think he's talking about why would I not turn up. I think it's fair enough. Anyway, yeah, I said, and then from there, I just kind of decided to get to the point, saying, where are you based? What time would you like me to come exactly? And then they said, I'm not doing it without payment, mate. Stop wasting my time. I just want to refer back to an old message that the person said. They said they're happy to accept half now. Why would you accept half if someone's just going to wait? That's so weird. Anyway, I said, I'm not doing it without cash, mate. Not wasting my money on a scammer. So I kind of just hit them back with a very similar message. And they said, scammer, laughing emoji. I said, only a scammer would ask for a payment through PayPal, which is fair enough. If it's PayPal and it's through friends, you can't refund it. So why would you do that? Who's going to do that? And then this absolute genius, this is probably the funniest part, sent me a picture of their provisional driving license. This part was like more than enough to kind of make me chuckle because I knew that one, this person couldn't drive yet, so they still had to be a child, 17, 18, you know, anyway. And then I just said, if not an online payment, then it can be done through Facebook. Fair suggestion. Anyone would say yes to that. Said, no scammer, LMAO, time waster. And then I just said, time waster, I offered to come at any time you wanted and to come pick up with cash. Yeah, and then now this is the part where they're really getting sorry. And they said, you heard, you said you would pay before, now saying you won't because I'm a scammer. So they admitted to being a scammer, and at this point I thought, right, let's just really try and juice this for a fancy video for you guys. I just said, right, and I said, I never said I would pay before, and then they said, you're wasting time, no scammer is going to show you their license. This is just so funny, because they tried to prove their innocence with their license. Like, it's just weird. You don't do that. You don't send someone a picture of your provisional driving license to prove that you're not a scammer. What does that even prove anyway? It just shows that it's your Facebook account. If anything, it just makes you look even worse. It makes you look like you are an actual scammer instead of just using a fake persona. Then I said that I would pay today. If there was a miscommunication there, I am sorry. They said, no, you didn't. And then they replied to some of my messages. In fairness, there is a bit of miscommunication here. I wasn't communicating at my best. Completely fair enough on their side. I said, yeah, I can collect this evening and pay with cash. They said, me sign, you'll pay now and collect later on in the day. I said, yes, I can pay now through Facebook, not through PayPal. Fair enough. It's really just going back and forth here. It's just getting kind of painful. And they said, that's not paying now, LMAO. I said, I can pay through Facebook. Never even done that through Facebook. Okay, and I just replied with a universal statement. I think everyone would say this. No soul on the planet is going to pay through PayPal before they have seen the items. They said, that's odd that people have then, isn't it? I'm sorry, that's just not true what they said there. No one on the planet is going to give you money before they've seen an item unless you have somehow managed to manipulate and trick them. No one with a sane mind is going to do that. Then I just carried on with my kind of obvious approach to this, saying I'm happy to pay through PayPal once I've seen the items. And then after I'd sent that message, the funniest thing, this was really the icing on the cake here. This was really, it's almost like this is set up. Like the person was squeezing content for me. So the female behind the screen, the missus, supposedly, got her husband to come in and message me. Go away, lad. Stop bothering my missus. This is just hilarious. I don't know if the scammers got some sort of template set up or if they're just going through their creative mind, but this was just true, I laughed, I chuckled when I read this. And then I just kind of ignored the message and just said, what time do you want me to collect the Switch games? And then they just carried on with that. Stop messaging my missus, you're wasting her time, end of conversation. And then I just said, I just made it clear what my intentions were. I just said, I'm more than happy to come and see the games and then pay. What part of that is time wasting? I'm offering to buy your items. I have no clue whether the game's in good condition or not. You're simply expecting me to take your word for it. This is completely fair enough. What part of this is wrong, right? Like, I was just saying that I want to see the games before I pay. Like everyone else on the planet. You can't just, I could show you this wallet, right? And say, give me the money for this wallet. You don't get to see it in real life. You can just see this wallet. You can come and collect it, but it might not be my house. Like, it's just weird, right? You don't give someone money before you see something. That's just, if you guys ever get into buying something in the future, don't ever give someone money until you've actually seen it in person. You are holding it in your hand. And once you're happy with it, then you give your money. Anyway, they then said, why would I sell them if they're not in good condition? You make no sense. Go away. I think they'd already told me that it was the end of the conversation, so surely they just end it there. They had to get the last word, apparently. And then at this point, I thought, okay, just going to keep on squeezing it. Let's see how long I can drain this person's energy for, because they're a real piece of shit. And I just said, please, can you send me a picture of the Minecraft Nintendo Switch game? Easy. All they had to do was just open it up and send me a picture of the inside case of the game. That's it. And they said, go away, mate. I'm not selling to you. Wasting my time. Go look elsewhere. And I said, at this point, I thought, all right, you know what, let's play into their game a little bit. Let's make them really think that they've caught me in their trap of scarcity. And I said, okay, I will pay through PayPal. What is your PayPal email and where are you based? They then just said where they were based. No, they just said the city. That was it. I'm going to obviously block it out because I don't want you guys to see. And they said, if I send my PayPal and you don't pay, PayPal friends, or keep wasting, I will simply leave the chat. I've had several people just mess me about. And then they just sent their PayPal email. And I said, where are you based? In this city. And I actually did go on PayPal to check the PayPal email because I thought this is going to be hilarious if the names don't match up. And I said, are you sure this is it? It doesn't quite match up with your driver's license, because their email had no link whatsoever to their driver's license. It just didn't make sense. Completely different names and numbers as well. It doesn't make sense. And then they said, that's my hobby's email. The PayPal is in my name. You can check, lol. And then they sent me a postcode. I actually went on Google Earth to check the postcode. It's in the city. They're not wrong, which is actually where I kind of started to think, maybe this person isn't a scammer. And I said, sorry, what house number are you? They sent me a house number. They actually sent me the road as well, which I thought at this point, okay, maybe this person isn't actually a scammer. I'm going to feel really bad now if this person isn't a scammer. And I said, okay, thank you. And then they just started talking about the payment again and started talking about Halloween and how they're supposed to be out with their kids or whatever. And then I just decided to just carry on playing with them. And I said, okay, what time would you like me to come and collect? And they just gave me some times, just saying, okay, what time best suits you, so on, so on, so on. And they said, and can you let me know when you paid, please? Can you tell me the games that you was wanting? Again, for some reason the chat's not loading our previous messages. Fair enough. Sent them a list. And I said, just for some final confirmation, please can you send me a picture of all of them stacked up once you've gotten them all ready? Thank you. I will make my way once I've received the picture. I don't know why they were so suspicious about me asking them to just see a picture of the games. Like, all they had to do was just send a picture of these stacked games. That was it, right? That was it. And then they just said that I was wasting time, and they sent me a picture of a previous chat with someone else. And this other person, by the way, just want to put it out there, I've actually dealt with them on Facebook before where I was going to buy something from them. This person's a scammer as well. I don't know why people waste so much of their time trying to scam on Facebook. It's just ridiculous. Like, no one is going to fall for it. They probably waste 5 hours of their day trying to get new listings out, and they're not real. And then from there I just said, what about this is wasting time? And then they said, already had one of you tonight, asking for photos and that of stuff, then when I send it, no longer interested. The guy didn't even give me a chance here. No chance whatsoever. Or I literally just asked for a picture and they said, nope, you're wasting time. Why you jump to conclusions like that? If you're selling something, you should be patient, you should be relaxed, you should give people a chance. And then from there they just said, no thanks mate, goodbye, stop wasting people's time. And then they just started talking about some other shit. It's just ridiculous. You guys can see up on the screen. And then I just kind of said, just send me a picture so I can see that you're not going to make me drive out to this place for no reason. Which is fair enough, right? If I was selling them, I would have just sent the guy a video or a picture, or even like FaceTimed them on Facebook to show them. Simple stuff. And yeah, then they just argue with it saying, yeah, see, that makes no sense. I would get you to drive out here for no reason. That's what a scammer's going to do. A scammer's going to send you to the wrong place. And then I said, just send me a picture so I have to know that you actually have them. And then they said, more sketchy, new profile, blank profile picture. I'm fine, thank you for wasting my time. And I literally just hit them with the biggest slapback of all time. My account is literally older than yours. It is. My account was literally older than their account. Why would my account be brand... oh, God. They said fake name and everything, accused me of having a fake name, which I found hilarious. And then they said, please... And then I just said, please can you just send me a video of the games with your name in the video on a piece of paper. It will take you 30 seconds. And then they just said from there, just a snoring emoji. And I just told them to go and trick or treat with their kids. So, moral of the story is, don't buy anything for Facebook Marketplace unless you're just dealing with cash. At that point, fair enough. But yeah, don't ever pay through PayPal on Facebook Marketplace. Don't ever buy an item if you can't actually see it in your hands. But yeah, just wanted to talk about the scammer because I just keep on coming across these people on Facebook Marketplace. I suppose it's because of the items I'm looking at. It's a very easy item to scam people for. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.